So I was driving home last night after having a lovely meal out with Lois when I suddenly heard a big clang underneath my car. So I pulled over, had a look underneath the car to discover that my exhaust had fallen off, which is going to set me back 700 quid, which is very frustrating, but it also means that I'm now without my car. And today is a gym day and I must get to the gym. So I'm going to be a passenger princess because Lois has very kindly said that she'll drive me to the gym. And it's quite an important session today because I'm going to be trying to deadlift for the first time since I pulled my hamstring. So before you get too excited, I am only going to be doing 60 kilos, but the plan is to do 60 kilos for a 5x5, and if that feels good, then maybe over the next few weeks start to load that a little bit more. And hopefully the goal in around a month's time is to be doing around about 180 kilos, which isn't amazing, but it's something. So we'll see how we get on. Obviously, I'm not really focusing on strength at the moment. It's all about the bodybuilding. So I'm going to be doing lots of reps with the deadlifts and just build that load back into the hamstring, because in a month's time, it'll be roughly 6 weeks since I actually hurt the hamstring. So 6 weeks is generally when you'd imagine that the healing process is hopefully complete. And then it's just about implementing that loading. So that's the plan. So obviously, because I am bodybuilding now, I don't have my magical Mary Poppins bag full of infinite powerlifting equipment. So I feel a bit naked going to the gym. All I've got is my camera, my headphones and my phone on me. So yeah, hopefully it means that I'm going to have a nice quick session, because I have found that these bodybuilding sessions are very quick because I'm not having to get my belt on, change my knee sleeves and use all of this equipment. It's essentially just getting in, having minimal rest and getting it done.
Hit it and quit it.
Well, thank you very much, babe.
Good girl, and you know it. Get out then. Can you message me when you're ready for the taxi to come and get you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's good, isn't she? Bye. Right then, 60 kilo first set. Set one done. Well, I'll tell you what, it is only 60 kilo, but there is still quite a bit of trepidation there, especially on the way down. I'm really trying to slow the eccentrics, really start to feel the hamstring, and I can still feel it, but I feel like the loading is appropriate for this point in the rehab. 60 kilo, it's not going to be heavy enough to sort of do any more damage, but yeah, it will get the muscles start working again properly. So hopefully this is a start for starting to build up and going a little bit heavier. But yeah, it's not ideal doing 60 kilo in the gym when you've obviously lifted a lot more, but you know, you've got to keep your head in the game and realise why you're doing it. First deadlift session done. Obviously strength wise wasn't an issue at all, but yeah, it's just always in the back of your mind, but got it done, something to build on now, just to finish the rest of my bodybuilding workout. Just hanging out with the local wildlife while I wait for my Uber to arrive. I'm pretty sure I ordered it for 7:15. It's going to be getting a 1 star. I'm mostly joking, she is an absolute angel for dropping me off and picking me up. Speak of the devil, here she is. I was just saying, my Uber's a little bit late. Welcome to Saturday. Don't obviously normally train on a Saturday, but because I've pushed all my sessions back, here we are, weekend session. Just got it done, and did some rehab on the old leg. Just slowly trying to increase the eccentrics on the hamstrings. It's actually feeling pretty good at the moment. Also managed some high bar squats, so I was doing the SSB, but I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the SSB at the gym, so I'm just switching that to high bar. Did 110 kilos for 3 sets of 8, just to get a nice bit of volume in the quads, and then close grip bench, because obviously I'm still following the same program on bench. And I was actually chatting to Dan, the owner of the gym, and they're putting on a Strongman competition in October, and I was chatting to him about that. I haven't said officially that I'm going to sign up to it, but I was having a look at some of the numbers and stuff, and it is piquing my interest. I'm just going to say that for now, but I am focusing still on the bodybuilding side of stuff and the rehab. So this morning is actually 106.7, which is the lowest I have weighed in a very long time. So I'm definitely staying on top of the diet and that side of things. So much so that I've actually started meal prepping, and this is one of the meals that I prepped earlier in the week, and I've actually put it on my app, so I can literally just click homemade meatballs, and it comes up with all the calories and all the macros, so it's very convenient. But obviously it just means that I need to be organised and actually prepping the meals beforehand. So going to have this as my post-workout meal, and then I've actually got a lot of uni work to get on with for the rest of the day, which isn't a lot of fun, but needs to be done. This is also my first meal of the day because I trained in the morning and I don't normally have breakfast, so I'm absolutely starving. I have just been having a quick look at the weights and events for the Strongman competition at Next Level Fitness in October, and I was talking to Dan and Sam about what level I would potentially enter at, because I'm probably experienced enough to not do the novice ones, but the intermediate does seem a little bit challenging. But I'll read you the events and the weights, and you guys can let me know what you think. But for the first event, it's axle or log, so you can choose between the two. The log is 110 kilos, which I definitely have never done before, but if you get one of those, that counts as 2 points. And the axle is 95 kilos, and I did actually try 75 kilos on the axle yesterday just to try it, and that felt pretty comfortable. So yeah, I think 95 kilo axle is achievable with a bit of training. Then you go into the axle deadlift. Obviously, I don't know how I'm going to do with this in terms of the rehab with the hamstring, but it's 230 kilos on the axle for reps. Never done an axle deadlift, but apparently it's a lot harder than a regular deadlift, so we'll see how we get on with that as well. Then it's duck walks into farmers. I have done farmers before, never done duck walks. That sounds pretty tough. And it's 110 kilos on the farmers and 130 kilo on the duck walks. I think I have done 100 kilos a hand on the farmers, so that should be okay with a little bit of training as well. I've also got Zercher yoke carry steeplechase. So that's basically a Zercher carry of the yoke at 150 kilos into a 110 kilo sandbag, bring it back and then put it over the yoke. So that's a little bit challenging as well. I've never done any of that. I've done a sandbag before, but that's when I nearly snapped my finger in half, so I've got a little bit of PTSD on that, and that PTSD continues into event 5 because it's sandbag to shoulder with 100 kilos. I've definitely picked up 100 kilos and got it to my chest, so that should be okay, as long as I can get over the fear of not snapping my finger again. So they're fairly achievable weights and events. It would just be fun to do something different and to have another challenge going forward. As long as my rehab goes okay on my hamstring, then there's no reason why I can't do it. Obviously at the moment, like I said yesterday, I'm still dieting and focusing on that, and I'm going to be focusing on that for at least another month. I really want to try and get down to like 100 kilos if possible. I'm around about 106, 107 now. And then we can reevaluate once I'm down to that, and then maybe slowly start pushing weight back up again, as long as obviously I still feel healthy, because the whole point of doing this, dropping some weight, is so I can feel a little bit better and so I don't get out of breath going upstairs and things like that. But yeah, exciting times ahead. At least we've got some things to look forward to. But gotta sign out the video there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave it a like if you have, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.